Hello viewers, welcome back. Today I'm going to explain about chapter 2 polynomials, which is NCERT class 9. I'm going to discuss the introduction of polynomial with examples. So after that, polynomials with one variables, and we are going to discuss about types of polynomials. Let's start with the introduction. So what is the meaning of polynomial? It's just simply an algebraic expression which includes constants, variables, and exponents. So any expression which is algebraic expression which includes constants like a, b, c, or 1, 2, 3, whatever the constants, variables, those are all x, y, z usually, and exponents are the ones which are in the powers. So that expressions are called polynomials. So it is the expression which the variables have only one positive integral variables. See, we cannot say negative power or negative exponent. So any expression, for example, x square plus 2x plus 1, and the polynomial is always indicated by p of x or q of x. So these are the thing where polynomials is expressed, and the equation goes on like this. Here 1 is a constant, 2 is a constant, x is a variable, and 2 is an exponent, which I'm going to discuss in the latest slides also. So there is an example here. You can say of 4x to the power of 3, 3x to the power of 2 plus x plus 3. It's a polynomial of variable x. So we can say, so this is a polynomial of x which is given by 4x cube plus 3x square plus x plus 3. So this is how we represent the polynomials. How to designate polynomials? Just now we have learned that what are constants, what are coefficients, what are variables, and what are exponents. Let us dig more into it. Polynomials are denoted by the letters p of x or q of x, and etc, etc, etc. In this polynomial, that is 2x square plus 3y plus 2. So this is a polynomial I'm taking for this explanation purpose. So 2x square, 3y, and 2 are the terms of the polynomial. So we can call this is one term, this is one term, and this is one term. So these are called terms of the polynomial. Here 2 and 3 are the coefficient of x square and y. You can see here. So 2, after that it's x square. So this is a coefficient of x square. Similarly 3y, 3 is a coefficient of y. So x and y are the variables in this example. But 2 is a constant term which is having no variable. I'm talking about this 2. The final 2 is there. No, this is called constant. I hope all of you understood. If you want to represent any polynomials, it is in the form of p of x or q of x, or let us say y. If all the terms which are here polynomial are y, we can say q of y or p of y. In this polynomial, it's a mix of all. You can say 2x square, 3y, and 2 are the terms of the polynomial. 2 is a coefficient of a polynomial, the x square. 3 is a coefficient of y, and there is no terms here which are called variables, and 2 is called a constant. So let us go with polynomials with one variable. Just now we have saw polynomials of two variables. This x is one variable and y is one variable. For the example purpose, I have taken this example. Now, for the sake of the basics, I'm going to take up with one variable. What is the meaning of it? As I said in the earlier slide, if there is only one variable in the expression, then this is called polynomial in one variable. You can take any number of example. So this is the polynomial. You can observe here only x is there in these two terms. We can call it as it's having only one variable, and which can be denoted by p of x. Similarly, take up the another polynomial which is having r square plus 2. R square and 2 are the terms of the polynomial. R is a variable and p of r is a polynomial, which is a designation of polynomial. Similarly, for the third example, you can observe here y is only the variable which is available with 5 and 3 as a coefficient. I hope all of you understood this. Next, I'm going to teach you what are the types of polynomials, how polynomials is classified. Polynomials can be classified based on two important areas. The first one is on the basis of number of terms. If there are one term, or if there is no term, we can call it as the first category. If there is no terms in here, there is zero, we can call it as zero polynomial. And number of non-zero terms is zero. There is no terms here, and we can simply call it as a zero polynomial. And if it is the only one term, you can observe here 2x is having only one term, 2 is having only one term, x square is having only one term. This type of polynomial, we have number of non-zero terms is only one, and we can call it as monomial. So mono means 1, 0 means there is no polynomial at all. Similarly, binomial, as the name indicates, bi means 2. We observe here in this example also, there is one term and there is another term. And this example also, there is first term and the second term. We can call it as there are two terms in these two examples. Number of non-zero terms are 2, and we can call it as binomial. What are these non-zero terms? X square is one term and 1 is one term. You observe here there is no 0 here. Similarly, if you have three terms in your expression, that is in polynomial, we can call this polynomial as trinomial. You know already the meaning of tri is 3. You know the meaning of bi is 2. For remembering purpose, mono is 1. So if there are three terms in the expression, we can call it as trinomial. And you observe here, there are three terms available. X cube is one term, x square is another term, 1 is another term. In this polynomial, y to the power of 4 is first term, y is the second term, and 5 is the third term. I hope all of you understood. This is the first type of polynomial on the basis of number of terms. A polynomials can be classified based on the number of degrees. This is very, very important. We already know that it should be a positive degree. There is no negative degree. If it is a negative degree, there is nothing polynomial comes into picture. So polynomial can be classified into four categories here. The constant polynomial, that means there is no power here. You observe there is a degree 0. So this is the one you need to observe. There is a degree 0. So if nothing is there, it's a degree 0. If it is a degree 1, you can observe here this is a variable and this is a variable. Anything to the power of 1 is the same thing. So x to the power of 1, we can call it as x. Y to the power of 1, we can call it as y. If any polynomials which are having the variables having especially degree 1, then those polynomials are called linear polynomial. So there is a constant polynomial. All the constant terms in the equation are called constant polynomials. Again, the next category is quadratic polynomial. So as the name indicates, quadratic is having degree 2. You observe this expression. 2 is a coefficient, nothing to do with this coefficient. You need to look after this term. It is a power of 2 for the variable x. Since it is 2, we can call it as quadratic polynomial. The fourth category of this type is degree 3. If it is a degree 3, then we can call it as cubic polynomial. You observe here, there is a monomial. Monomial means one term, and here x is having the power 3. Since it is a third degree, we can call it as cubic polynomial. Similarly, you can mix any other terms. So there is a x cube here, there is a x here. So don't get confused here. Whichever the degree is higher, that degree is going to take up. So we'll see that in the examples or exercise problems. If there is a 3 in this expression, we can call it as a cubic polynomial. Let's to sum up. There are two types of polynomial based on the number of terms. We can call it as zero polynomial, monomial, binomial, and trinomial. If basis of the number of degrees, we can call it as constant polynomial, linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, and cubic polynomial. I hope all of you understood this. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions, you can just drop a comment. I'll get in touch with you. Thank you so much.